Down to Oregon this weekend. We packed up this morning, head down to camping at the KOA just outside Madras and Culver. Heading to Smith Rock for a couple days. Shoot sunset tonight. We're gonna go check it out here pretty soon. See where a good location is. We just stopped at this ravine here. Thought we'd check it out, see what it's about since we've never been here. And hopefully get some good light. You never know, there's lots of clouds. So hopefully sunset is about 5.5 hours from now. So we have lots of time to find good locations. And then back to the campground, then up for sunrise, which is early. I don't think I'm gonna do any astro. I think there's just gonna be too many clouds tonight, so I don't think it'll be worth it. But I'll keep an eye on that when I hit sunset, see what it looks like, see if I feel like getting up at like 1 or 2 in the morning and heading back to Smith Rock. But anyway, so we're heading now and should be there pretty soon. So we're still walking around the little ravine. You can see the old train bridge was built in 1911. The first train went across in 1911, built in 1910. See the river kind of snakes its way around. The one time that I kind of wish I had a drone, so that'd be a pretty cool shot from up above to see all the twists and turns of the river, but I'm not a drone guy. They kind of annoy me, so I'm glad I don't have one. I don't know if you can see it or not, but if you look down over there, the water comes out of the rock. So that's pretty cool. Kind of, you can see it all the way over. I know what Dina's doing. She's breaking the rules, hanging out where she shouldn't be, on the other side of the fence, where I'm going to be. I'm going to walk this trail for a little bit, see what's out there. And it's just kind of nice to be out of the car. Well, we made it to Smith Rock. It is quite windy. So tonight for sunset, it's going to have to be more of a wide angle shot. Won't be able to do any sort of focus stacking up close with any foliage or anything. So I'm just going to walk around, see what we can find since we've never been here before. Hopefully find something interesting. Sun should be setting right about there, I think, according to the photographer's ephemeris. So this may be the spot right here so I can get the sunburst and all that. So we'll see after we check other stuff out. So we came down here, I don't know if you can see it very well, but the sun is setting right on the rocks there. So I'm shooting that at f/22 so I can get a good starburst. So you can see right now I've got 1/20th of a second. I'm bracketing 2 stops each side, f/22 ISO 100. And then I take the photo, and I stick my finger in the photo so I can kill off all the lens flare. And then I'll blend those together in Photoshop. So right now that's all we're doing, kind of waiting for the sunset, but I don't know what's going to happen here. Because one, I can't see the horizon. But if anything, I think those may light up later on, which kind of isn't the direction I want, but that's what we got. So I'm just going to sit here, keep shooting a few more. I keep having to move farther and farther down as the sun's coming down. My plan was to catch the sun up in through there, but I forgot it was farther down from my car. And as I was at my car, I thought, I should go down there, but the sun's already long past there from where I wanted to shoot. So that was a failed plan. But anyway, I'm still getting it from where I'm at. So I'm just going to keep shooting, and then hopefully something will happen later. Well, now that the sun is behind the rocks there, I'm going to move up and catch the obligatory Smith Rock scene. Hopefully, seeing the clouds there, those light up, be an excellent photo. But if they don't, then it'll just be bland, boring. Then maybe I'll just do some long exposure or something, get some cloud movement and then turn it to black and white. But we'll see what happens. I don't know where Dina went. Somewhere way down over there. That's all I know. So just gonna move to a different spot and hope the color happens. Well, unfortunately, doesn't look like any color. You can see a little bit way over that way, but that's not really helping me since I'm right here. So what I did instead is I threw on my Lee 10 stop initial density filter. I'm doing in 2 minutes and 40 seconds, which with the Lee big stopper, it's probably closer to 3 minutes, a little over 3 minutes to get the right exposure, because it is slightly darker than 10 stops. So I currently have, let's see what I've got. Currently have about a minute left, a little over a minute. So I'm just waiting, and I'll probably just pack up. And it's 8:17, sunset's actually in 2 minutes. So you can see it's pretty dense up there. So, and I can see the little crack through there with the horizon, and it's pretty dense on the horizon as well. So I'm just going to finish up my long exposure, maybe do another one. We'll see how this one turns out. And then just pack up and head out. So I was gonna get up for sunrise this morning, but I had to get up, go to the bathroom at like 3. There was not a cloud in the sky. Part of me was like, well, maybe I should get up. There's a reservoir apparently right near where we're camping, the Haystack Reservoir. So, well, maybe I should grab my stuff and go shoot astro. I didn't do that either. So now we are going to walk pretty much around Smith Rock. I think it's like a 7.5 mile loop. So kind of try and get out before the sun gets too strong, but the clouds have been moving in slowly, so that's kind of nice. It's not too hot. So unfortunately we have to hike down, cross the bridge over the Crooked River, and then back up to get up over there. So that's where we're heading, and then we'll loop around on the backside, and then you see the trail right there. That's a Misery Ridge Trail, but I think we're gonna stay on the backside, go up to the top, and then continue on down and around. So you know, since we've never been here, it's kind of nice to see what the place has to offer. I've got the infrared camera with me. Everything else is in my bag. I've got my Sony, all my lenses. I got my crystal ball. I've got my macro extension tubes. I just got it all because why not? So now hopefully we aren't going to get lost. Didn't feel like going back to Smith Rock this evening for sunset. I don't know, Smith Rock just doesn't really do much for me now that I've been there. It's like, eh. But, so we came out to Haystack Reservoir, which is just down from camp, and it's Jefferson back there right by the sun. And I'm actually shooting the starburst through these trees. You can see just the gold light down the grass, and it lights up the leaves because everything's backlit. So it's really nice. So I'm just working on a portrait composition, as you can see. Right now I have ISO 1000, 1/60th of a second, and f/19. Between 19 and 22, I'm playing to see which one has the best starburst. Now that's why I've got my aperture so high. It's just for the starburst. And then you might set my ISO high because of the high aperture, so I can get a short shutter speed, so I can freeze the leaves. You can see they're blowing in the wind there. But I may have to bump it up a little bit more to actually freeze them, so it looks good. But the sun's about to go down. There were some clouds in the sky, but now they're just like gone. So, I don't know. Struck out again. That's all right. So I'm just gonna keep shooting and see what the best starburst looks like. So unfortunately, the color is that way. Not the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be over there. Unfortunately, there's no clouds. So, I don't know. I may see if I can get some sort of composition, but there's really not much. And there's that tree there, but then there's also the pavement right there. So, definitely makes it tough. So, I don't know. You know, throw the long lens on. See if I walk down to the lake. You know, it is pretty nice. But, you know, maybe I can throw the long lens on and shoot that, but it's still just me. So, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm lost. Maybe I'll just pack up and leave. or maybe I'll throw the long lens on and see if I can shoot that way. So we're slowly working our way back to Hood River and the Dalles from Smith Rock. I thought we'd stop at the Painted Hills. You can see, so they do have it fenced in right here so you can't get to them. But I know you can go up there and there's some trails up in there that you can walk on. So because I only have a 70-200 lens on, and I don't have anything longer, my camera, the Sony a7R II, has an APS-C mode, so I can make it a crop sensor, which means my 70-200 now becomes like a 100 something to 3 something, so I can really zoom in on what I'm looking at. The file size is smaller. It cuts down to like an 18 megapixel sensor and from a 42.4, but it gives me the extra reach, so that makes it really nice. And I'm shooting right now at 5.6 because you're not really concerned with depth of field, ISO 100, 1/90th of a second. And just using all the leading lines, you can see kind of through the hills and all that. So I'm using just more of a color pattern. It'd be really nice if the sun would poke out and light them up, but I don't think it's going to. The cloud's kind of dense. So we're just going to be here for a little bit and shoot this and kind of wander around and then head up to the Dalles and Hood River. Since we're driving through the gorge, I figured we should do the obligatory stop in Multnomah Falls. You can see there. And we're going to head back home to Seattle. Well, we're heading home. Just finished up in Multnomah Falls, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe at RandyBot Photography, Instagram and Facebook, and here's some of the photos I took.